Hello there, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be taking WAEC past questions on indices. We have treated the topic indices earlier on, so please try to subscribe and also watch that video. So here we have a past question from 2016, question 7. It says simplify this. 3 raised to the power n minus 1 times 27 raised to the power n plus 1 divided by 81 raised to the power n. So all we need to do is simplify this and let's make the base the same. So 3 can be the base of this. This will be 3 raised to the power 3, and 3 also can be the base of this, which will be 3 raised to the power of 4. So we have this here. So this is our solution. 3 raised to the power n minus 1 times 27n plus 1 over 81 raised to the power n. This will give us what? 3 raised to the power n minus 1 times 3 raised to the power 3 bracket n plus 1 over 3 raised to the power what? 4 bracket n. If you went through the laws of indices, you can see this is a law of powers, double power. So we open the brackets, we multiply this. So we have here 3 raised to the power n minus 1 times 3 raised to the power 3n plus 3. That's 3n, 3 times n plus 3 times 1, which is 3, divided by 3 raised to the power 4n. So here, what do we have? So if you also remember the law of division and multiplication of the same basis, so we're going to add this power and subtract it by this power down here. So we have what? 3 bracket n minus 1 plus 3n plus 3, right, over 3 raised to the power what? 4n. So let's take this up. So we have what? 3 raised to the power what? N minus 1 plus 3n plus 3 minus what? 4n. Okay, so this is our simplification here. So what do we have here? So this will be equal to this n plus 3n, that will give us what? A 4n, right? And minus 1 plus 3 will give us what? A plus 2. So we have bracket 4n plus 2 minus what? 4n, right? Where this will cancel this, and we're left with what? 3 raised to the power what? 2. And what's 3 raised to the power 2? 9. It's 9. Our correct option here is option B. Our next question is on WAEC 2015, question 4. It says if 27x times 3 raised to the power 1 minus x divided by 9 raised to the power 2x is equal to 1, find the value of x. How do we do this? Also, we have to simplify and make it the same base. So here we have what? Let's write our equation. Minus x over 9 raised to the power 2x equal to 1. So this would give us what? 27, which is 3 raised to the power 3 bracket x times 3 raised to the power 1 minus x, right, divided by 3 raised to the power 2 bracket what? 2x equal to what? 1. So here, what do we have here? We have 3 raised to, this would multiply, so 3x times 3 raised to the power 1 minus x over 3 raised to the power what? 4x equal to what? 1. So here, and if you notice, 1 in indices is the same as what? 3 raised to the power what? 0. So we'll place this 1 as 3 raised to the power 0, right? So let's try to simplify this. So in doing this, since this is multiplication holding these two bases together, so we're going to have what? 3 raised to the power 3x plus what? 1 minus x. This is division, so carrying this power up, it will be what? A minus 4x. So bracket equal to what? 3 raised to the power what? 0. So here, what do we have? Let's simplify this bracket. So we have 1 minus, this is x sorry. So we have here 3x minus x minus 4x. That will give us what? A minus 5x. Minus 5x plus 2x, 3x, that will give us a minus what? 2x. So we're left with what? 3 brackets 1 plus minus 2x, right? Equal to 3 raised to the power 0. So this is the same as saying 3 brackets 1 minus what? 2x equal to 3 raised to the power 0. So all we need to do is cancel this and cancel this, and we're left with what? 1 minus 2x equal to 0. So let's take minus 2x to the other side of the equation. So we have 1 is equal to what? 2x. When you take minus to this side, it becomes a positive, and here we are looking for x, so we divide both sides by 2. Divided by 2 divided by 2, this will cancel 2, and our x will be equal to 1 over 2. That is half. And what's our correct option here is what? Option B. Our next question on WAEC 2014, question 35. Always note that every year WAEC brings out a question on indices, so it is a must that you know and understand this topic well. Please kindly read more about this topic so you don't miss that particular mark. A mark can save you from an F and from a D. So here we have this root what? A squared times 4n plus 1 over 2 raised to the power 2n times what? 16. So what would this give us? Let us simplify this further. Everything to a base of 2. So this will be 2 raised to the power 3 bracket what? 2 times 2 raised to the power 2 bracket n plus 1 over 2 raised to the power 2n times 2 raised to the power 4. So this will also give us what? 2 raised to the power 6 times, when we open this bracket, we have what? 2 raised to the power 2n plus 2 divided by 2 raised to the power 2n times 2 raised to the power what? 4, right? So here, what do we have? Let's add this together since they are the same base. So we have what? 2 raised to the power 6 plus 2n plus 2 over what? 2 raised to the power 2n plus 4. So this will be equal to when we add this and this, let's just simplify this here. We have 2 raised to the power what? 8 plus 2n over 2 raised to the power 2n plus 4. So this is division, so we'll subtract this what? These two powers. So here we have finally 2 raised to the power what? 8 plus 2n minus bracket 2n plus 4. Here we have to be very careful. You can make the mistake of just saying minus 2n plus 4. No, this is in a bracket. So when you are opening a bracket, this minus will affect this and also this sign. So what do we have here? We have the square root of 2, 8 plus 2n minus 2n minus what? 4 when we open the bracket. So here this plus 2n minus 2n is going to cancel out, which will give us a 0, and 8 minus 4 is what? A 4. So we have 2 raised to the power 4 all square. And what's 2 raised to the power 4? That is what? 16. And square root of 16 is equal to what? 4. So our right option here is option C. Another question from WAEC 2013, question 2, says if 9 raised to the power 2 minus s is equal to 3, find what? X. This is quite simple and straightforward. So we have 9 raised to the power 2 minus x equal to 3. Let's change everything to the power of 3. So we have what? 3 raised to the power 2 bracket 2 minus x. And this is what? 3 raised to the power 1. 3 raised to the power 1 is the same 3, right? So here, let's multiply these powers. So we have what? 4 minus what? 2x. Don't need this. Raised to the power what? 1. So here 3 would cancel 3. So we are left with what? 4 minus 2x is equal to what? 1. Let's take minus 2x this side and bring 1 here. This is just to make sure our minus signs don't confuse us, right? So we have what? 4. Bring your minus 1 here. Bringing it here, it's going to give us what? A minus 1. And taking minus 2 here, it's going to give us a plus, right? So 2x. So we have what? 4 minus 1 is 3, which is equal to 2x. Finding x, divide both sides by 2, x is equal to what? 3 over 2. So and our right option here is option B. Our final question for today's class is from WAEC 2012. You can see the series that every year there's a question on indices, and also in your theory too. So here we have this solution will be what? 27 over 125 all raised to the power of 1 over 3 times 4 over 9 all raised to the power of 1 over what? 2. So here this is a negative power, so it would be 1 divided by 27 over 125 all cube roots times, this is not negative power, so it should just be 4 over 9, the square root of what? 4 over 9. So what's the cube root of 27 over 25? This will be a 3 and a 5. When you multiply 5 in 3 times, 5 times 5, 25 times 5, we are going to get 125. And also 3, multiply 3, 3 times 3, 9 times 3, we are going to get 27. So we have here 1 over what? 3 over 5. And times the square root of 4 is what? 2, and the square root of 9 is 3. So here we'll bring 5 up, right? I hope you know that this is the same as saying 1 divided by 3 over 5, and you invert where 5 will come up. That's 1 times what? 5 over 3, which is what? 5 over 3. So we bring 5 up here, we have what? 5 over 3 times 2 over 3. So what's the answer here? This is simply what? 5 times 2, 10, and 3 times 3 is what? 9. So our answer is 10 over 9, and our correct option here is option A. Thank you for staying tuned to today's class. See you in our next video class. Bye.